The Brisbane Broncos walked into Robina not with perfection, but with purpose. On a day when nothing seemed polished and errors came in waves, 16 in total, they still walked out with victory. It wasn't clean, it wasn't smooth, but it was enough. And in the NRL, sometimes enough is everything. Their 26-14 win over the Gold Coast Titans wasn't a showcase in execution. But it was a masterclass in moments. In capitalizing. In rising above mistakes and delivering brilliance when it mattered most. Reece Walsh, ever electric, danced on the edge of chaos. He didn't need to be perfect. He needed to ignite. And ignite he did. This was the Broncos' fifth consecutive win. Not just another notch in the column, but a statement in the Queensland derby. Against their northern neighbours. Against a Titans side that, despite being rooted to the bottom of the ladder, refused to roll over. Because make no mistake, the Titans weren't flat. They pressed. They pushed. They clawed. They saw their rivals fumble and made them pay, up to a point. But the Broncos had something the Titans didn't: resolve under pressure. They had instinct. They had bursts of firepower that the scoreboard couldn't ignore. Moments of brilliance often outweigh minutes of mediocrity. That's how Brisbane lived to fight another round in this season's finals race. Meanwhile, in the west of Sydney, another machine was humming. The Penrith Panthers. Relentless. Clinical. Unbothered by pressure. They faced the Parramatta Eels, a side desperate to disrupt. A side hungry to land a blow. And for a half, the Eels matched it. They even produced what might be remembered as one of the most exquisite tries of the entire season, a flick pass to Zac Lomax that defied belief in physics. A dive into the corner that brought fans to their feet. A spark in a night that would otherwise belong entirely to the Panthers. Because Penrith, as they've done time and time again, simply overwhelmed. 4 second-half tries. 4 punches to the ribs that knocked the breath out of Parramatta's resistance. From even footing to a runaway scoreline. That's what champions do. They wait, they strike, and then they don't stop. It was a win that said everything about Penrith's hunger to remain at the top. A win that extended their own streak to 5. A run that now echoes Brisbane's. And so the Panthers and Broncos continue to mirror each other, two sides at the peak of their powers, charting paths to September, refusing to stumble. Penrith's second-half assault wasn't luck. It was conditioning. It was structure. It was experience. It was everything that's made them a dynasty in the making. Brisbane's error-strewn win wasn't fluke. It was attitude, grit, a refusal to be undone by their own imperfections. Together, these two clubs are reminding everyone why they remain premiership threats. Each win tells a different story. Brisbane's tale is one of momentum against adversity. Penrith's is dominance sharpened over years of polish. And in between these triumphs are the little moments that fans won't forget. A no-look flick pass. A desperate tackle on the line. A sideline sprint that ends in a roar. A dive into the corner that becomes art. This round was about more than wins. It was about identity. The Broncos, wild and fearless, winning on instinct. The Panthers, cold and calculated, winning with structure. 2 styles. 2 statements. 1 shared trajectory. Now, they've both strung together 5 in a row. Now, they look ahead, not at each other, not yet, but at what lies ahead. The finals. The big dance. The reason the grind matters. And for the fans, it's joy. To witness teams playing with stakes. To feel the electricity in every carry. To know that each week, something special could happen. This round didn't just deliver points. It delivered emotion. From Robina to Western Sydney, the NRL's narrative continues to rise. And somewhere in between those 80-minute dramas, heroes are made. Fans are thrilled. And clubs rise, or fall, by the smallest of margins. This weekend belonged to Brisbane and Penrith. To resilience. To precision.